Chronicles 1, Part 12. Also, these went to David at Ziklag while he was still fleeing from Saul, the son of Kish. And they were very strong and distinguished fighters, bending the bow and using either hand in casting stones with slings and shooting arrows. From the brothers of Saul, out of Benjamin, the leader was Ahiezer, with Josh, sons of Shammah from Gibeah, and Jeziel and Pelet, sons of Asmaveth, and Berekah and Jehu, from Anathoth. Also, there was Ishmaiah, from Gibeon, the strongest among the 30 and over the 30, Jeremiah, and Jahaziel, and Johanan, and Jozabad, from Gedera, and Eluzai, and Jeremoth, and Beliah, and Shemariah, and Shephatiah, the Harophites, Elkanah, and Ashiah, and Azarel, and Jozer, and Jashobeam, from Kerhim, and also Joelah and Zebadiah, sons of Jeraham from Geder. Then too, from Gad, there went over to David, when he was hiding in the desert, very robust men, who were excellent fighters, taking hold of shield and spear. Their faces were like the faces of a lion, and they were swift like the roe deer upon the mountains. Ezer was the leader, Obadiah the second, Eliab the third, Mishmannah the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth, Attai the sixth, Eliel the seventh, Johanan the eighth, Elzabad the ninth, Jeremiah the 10th, Machbani the 11th. These were from the sons of Gad, leaders of the army. The least was in charge of 100 soldiers, and the greatest was in charge of 1,000. These are the ones who crossed over the Jordan in the first month, when it is accustomed to overflow its banks. And they put to flight all those who were staying in the valleys, to the eastern region and to the west. Then some from Benjamin and from Judah also arrived at the stronghold where David was staying. And David went out to meet them, and he said, "If you have arrived peacefully, so as to be a help to me, may my heart be joined to you. But if to betray me to my adversaries, though I have no iniquity in my hands, may the God of our fathers see and judge." Truly, the Spirit clothed Amasai, the leader among the 30, and he said, "O David, we are yours. O son of Jesse, we are for you. Peace, peace to you, and peace to your helpers. For your God helps you." Therefore, David received them, and he appointed them as leaders of troops. Moreover, some from Manasseh crossed over to David, when he went forth with the Philistines against Saul, so that he might fight. But he did not fight with them. For the leaders of the Philistines, taking counsel, sent him back, saying, "To the peril of our own heads, he will return to his lord Saul." And so, when he returned to Ziklag, some fled over to him from Manasseh, Adnah, and Jozabad, and Jediel, and Michael, and Adnah, and Jozabad, and Elihu, and Zilithai, leaders of thousands in Manasseh. These offered assistance to David against the robbers. For all were very strong men, and they became leaders in the army. Then too, some came to David throughout each day, in order to help him, until they became a great number, like the army of God. Now this is the number of the leaders of the army who went to David when he was at Hebron, so that they might transfer the kingdom of Saul to him, in accord with the word of the Lord. The sons of Judah, carrying shield and spear, 6,800, equipped for battle. From the sons of Simeon, very strong men for the fight, 7,100. From the sons of Levi, 4,600. As well as Jehoiada, a leader from the stock of Aaron, and with him 3,700. And then Zadok, a youth of distinguished qualities, and the house of his father, 22 leaders. And from the sons of Benjamin, brothers of Saul, 3,000, for still a great part of them were following the house of Saul. Then from the sons of Ephraim, there were 20,800, very strong and robust men, renowned among their kindred. And out of the 1/2 tribe of Manasseh, 18,000, each by their names, went forth so that they might appoint David as king. Also, from the sons of Issachar, there were learned men who knew each of the times in order to anticipate what Israel ought to do to 100 leaders. And all the remainder of the tribe were following their counsel. Then, from Zebulun, there were those who went forth to battle, and who were standing in a battle line, prepared with the weapons of warfare. These 50,000 arrived to assist, without duplicity of heart. And from Naphtali, there were 1,000 leaders, and with them were 37,000, prepared with shield and spear. And then from Dan, there were 28,600, ready for battle. And from Asher, there were 40,000, going forth to fight, and summoned to the battle line. Then, across the Jordan, there were, from the sons of Reuben, and from Gad, and from the 1/2 tribe of Manasseh, 120,000, prepared with the weapons of warfare. All these men of war, equipped for the fight, went with a perfect heart to Hebron, so that they might appoint David as king over all of Israel. Then too, all the remainder of Israel were of one heart, so that they might make David king. And they were in that place with David for 3 days, eating and drinking. For their brothers had made preparations for them. Moreover, those who were near to them, even as far as Issachar, and Zebulun, and Naphtali, were bringing, on donkeys and camels and mules and oxen, bread for their provisions, with grain, dried figs, dried grapes, wine, oil, and oxen and sheep, with all abundance. For indeed, there was joy in Israel.
Thank you for watching. If you like the content on this channel, please press subscribe, the like button or comment below. We'd love to get your tips. See you next time.